And we're back.
Oi oi. You look delicious, Davla. Golden brown.
A little bit crispy.
Yeah, like a caramel bar. That is like Uncle Bryn out of Gavin and Stacey, innit? Do you remember that?
Absolutely.
Have you got a tan? Oh, I can't wait to see it. That's a good TV program. Insert clip now.
Done.
It is a Monday. It's a proper Monday, not a fake Monday.
It's a real Monday.
It's a real Monday. We are here, you are back. How was your time in Costa Blanco Dominicano or wherever you went?
It was lovely, thank you.
You have a good time?
Yes.
Get wrecked up.
Got like lots of cerveza up my pipe. Don't know what that means.
Cerveza with a hat, mirrored sunglasses on.
Sangria.
Yeah. It's not like that, is it though? Because you're on a family holiday, so it's all, you know, middle-aged families trying to stop their kids drowning. It's not like Ibiza, is it?
No.
No. Right, let's smash through the intro, and I'll tell you how today I'm Santa Claus. Biggity biggity bop, boop. So, that's a special Matt, so that is. He'll know, he watches. He was at Nürburgring 24 Hour at the weekend as well. Nice. This left a couple of weeks back. We've done a video on it. This is Corey's twin turbo Huracan. And I'm going to rag on him because he was a tit.
Don't miss your words.
So, Friday, he decides to put a TCU tune on his car. Bearing in mind, today, Monday, he goes on Cannon Run.
Oh.
And of course, what happened? Bricked the TCU.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so he rings me up, freaking out. And he recovered the car up here Saturday. I spent most of Saturday trying to do it, couldn't do it. I swapped the TCU off my Huracan to try and get him running, and he could have gone with that, didn't work. So it failed when it was in the mech. It didn't fail when it was in the control unit, it failed when it was in the mech unit, and it bricked the mech. And I couldn't do anything. And then I came in this morning and like a hero, I fixed it so it runs and drives, but he doesn't know. So his missus knows, and they're coming up here now to get bits out of it. So hopefully in today's video, you'll capture his reaction.
The plot twist.
Yeah, so I know, a little feel-good video for a Monday.
Good man.
So yeah, fixed it, runs, drives, and he can take it to Cannon Run, which is the idea, because at the minute they're driving up in a BMW diesel to take that, and that's not cool. So that's the lengths we go to make people's dreams come true. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. I know, guaranteed. I know, it's like Kate, she's satisfied every time. It's like I come with an indemnity. Should we go and have a look around inside? Because the car parks doesn't change. Yep, let's do it. Just full of cars. We're in. We are. We are just finalising the Skoda, and we'll do a video on that when it's finished, but that's just been finalised. So home stretch. Home stretch. Should be quite cool when it's done. Mitchell is putting the Huracan back together. There we go. So we get that sorted. Also, on another note, Mitch has levelled up, like proper levelled up. He's like track day boss now. He hasn't even got to be driving cars to crash him on track days. Oh, look out. He was a passenger in one last week and it crashed. Oh dear. Yep. Do you say no more? But there's a story there. Is that for another time? It is for another time. Yeah. It is for another time, because it's still a little bit fresh for the owner. I can imagine, yeah. But yeah, Mitch is proper levelled up now, so you ain't got to be driving them, you've just got to be near them. It was funny as well, right, because Dan Ludlow came down. So it was our track day last Thursday, our REP one at Castle Combe, and Dan brought his catering down, and they set a pop-up awning down, up. And Castle Combe, the paddock's divided by the bushes, isn't it? Do you remember? Yeah. Or, you know. So it was one side. Coxie parked his Porsche up the other side because he drove up. So there was an Aston Martin, Coxie's Porsche, and a 458 Ferrari, and the wind took the bloody awning, didn't it? No. Flipped it over the bush, landed on James's car, done his windscreen, done his roof. Yeah, lucky it didn't do the Aston or the Ferrari, mate. Yeah. But anyway, we're taking the awning down, and as we're taking it down, like Dan goes, "Did Mitch put this awning up?" Because stuff just crashes near you, doesn't it, really? Yeah. So, yeah.
There we go.
I know. It was good. It was all right, to be fair. It was a good day. It was wet in the morning and then it dried out.
Did you get any footage in there?
None, because it tanks there. I've done it. Like, how many
true.
years have we done this now? And track footage, literally.
No one cares.
No one cares. Not really. It'll only be of you crashing stuff. Carl's put in a... So this one won't start. Or it will start, but you've got to push on the clutch pedal really, really hard. So the clutch master cylinder has got a switch on it, and it's a magnetic switch. And that's what is the start inhibitor. So we've changing the clutch master cylinder because the switch is incorporated. Let me grab it for you. Is it on the seat there, mate?
Let's have a looky-see.
Like that, and it comes complete with a switch on. So as the piston travels down the bore, it knows where it is. But you can't get any of it separate. So if you push on the clutch pedal, it doesn't start. Push really hard on the clutch pedal, it starts. So we're changing that. But how the R8 was built was they took the clutch master cylinder and built the car around it.
Oh dear.
It was literally the first thing they put in. So Carl's got to take like a wheel off, the back roof off. Honestly, it's a joke. So we'll let him have fun with that.
Come back for next week's update.
Yeah.
I'll still be here.
Underneath and inside.
How was the new VTEC, bro?
It was very fast.
It wasn't,
It was the fastest car there, I think.
In your head, maybe. It was the fastest car you drove.
It was the only
all day.
car there that pretty much lasted all day with no issues. So
To be fair, it did.
everything else broke.
Although
Or crashed.
2-minute laps, mate. Everything lasts forever at 2-minute laps.
I don't think it was that, I don't think it was that fast.
It was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's good. Good car.
Great. Thanks for the conversation. What else? Done. Juden's on holiday, so spam him on his Instagram. He'll have nothing else to do. Where's he gone? Portugal, I think. So they've gone away. So before he went, he stripped his motocross bike because his rear suspension keeps messing up. So try and sort that. And then he's got new forks going front end. Because every time he rides it, tries to kill him.
And there's his little low tie next to it.
Yep. And then I have a corner full of R6s, Davlar.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
And for why?
To put anti-crashing maps into them. So that won't go down well. Well, that one's crashed, so I'm not lying. No, the Donington Park was the last British round. And at the end of that round, Solo put a new BOP map on them, balanced performance map on them. And they put the map on the bikes and then walk out the awning and it's your fucking problem. And it wipes loads of calibration tables, loads of sensor tables. So it is a bit of a piss take because, well, like these guys, they're a good team, but they still don't have the electronics engineers behind it to set it up. So I've said I'll help Coops up. But if you were a lad and dad running out of a van, you're paying someone to do that. So it is a piss take, to be fair. It is a piss take. So we've got the two of them here. So we've got Morgan's and Carter's bike, whichever way round they are.
Were these the ones that we filmed a few months ago?
Yeah, that's it. So they're back. Look, mine made it through a race weekend without crashing. We've tipped the ratio of this season's results, mate.
You're back.
I know. Because after Cadwell, I'd raced 2 rounds and 50% of those, the bike ended up bent. So now we're the other side. We're 66% now, so we're working it through. But yeah, she looks good, mate.
Looking good.
0.3 off Josh Day's lap record.
Happy
Your old
days.
man still got it, Cal. Yeah. Yeah, so 0.3 off 600 lap record around Pembury. 2 wins, 3 seconds and a third.
Not bad.
So we did all right.
Got to be happy with
on
that.
the box all weekend, mush. That's how it is. So yeah, it was good. Cal come with me. So yeah, we just had a chill weekend, to be fair. And then...
well, you had your wingman this time. That's clearly why.
We did, mate. So, yeah. And then I say all the boys, Coops and all at the TT. So they're running Dave Brooks at the TT because this Superbike race was yesterday. So racing started Saturday. So yes.
Good stuff. That's a Triumph bike cover you have there?
It is. It's the only decent thing Triumph make. Because the 675 I used to own was a bag of shit. So, yeah, you have to spend like 30 grand on them to make them decent. They're rubbish, mate. I hated it. Worst bike I ever rode.
I'll just walk around the corner or
No, it's fine, mate. It's fine. I don't know what you need. Yeah. Just, you'll have to move it up here to get everything out, that's all, because in the way down there.
How am I going to move it if it doesn't drive?
It does drive.
So was it fixed?
Yeah, I fixed it this morning.
Did you know? You fixed it this morning?
Yeah.
You're absolute fucking wizard, mate.
Happy days, look.
What?
Yeah, it's fixed.
How'd you manage that?
Because I'm a fucking genius.
You are a genius. Oh, mate. What about that? When did you know?
Then we were eating breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, then. And that's why I got all excited all of a sudden.
When I was grovelling over my breakfast.
Yeah, I'm in
You
a
were
crap.
excited about the Nürburgring and the Beamer, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna be sick. I was like, just wait till you book those hotels.
Oh, mate. Oh.
So,
You are
don't
saving
try
it.
and flash your gearbox
I
yourself
will
again,
not
please. Leave it
touch-
the fuck alone.
I will not touch my own car
Right,
again.
yeah.
You can just be the toucher, and I'll be the watcher.
You just
How about
touch
that?
me.
Although, now we're gutted because your fake taxi stickers, you're going to have to get them rebit.
Oh yeah, I mean, we leave the fake taxi here, innit? You can use that.
Our next video.
Yeah.
Fake taxi, cut.
Brilliant content. Use them now while we're here.
They do that.
Oh, mad.
Yeah. Yeah, Kate would be up for that. She probably wouldn't, but. Yeah, it was Keith.
Oh, you wizard, man.
That's right,
Bloody
no.
hell. Go on. I did really need a piss, but I don't need a piss now. Oh, man. Thank you so much.
All right.
Especially since I called you completely last minute, considering how busy you always are.
Yeah, I was here too.
I've messed up.
We did a lot Saturday. Yeah, I know, mate.
So-
Battery went flat. That's what happened.
Yeah.
CTEX just can't support it.
No.
So.
I just won't touch my own car.
No,
again.
leave it be.
So whenever I need anything done.
Yeah, just leave it be.
I have got brake pads in the car.
Yeah. I know. She's
I'll
already.
come back down.
She's already messaged. How much you got on them? You got enough to do what you need?
The sensor's on, but I don't know. I guess it should be all right. Should be fine.
It's like, can you do this one last?
Oh yeah, there's loads. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, yes.
Well, I'll get the box out and I'll leave it here.
Oh yeah, have you got a box in the car?
Yeah, I'll just leave the box here.
I was thinking that, to be fair. Yeah, it's fine. We'll lift it out.
Cool.
Sorted. I'm like Santa. Like a young
Better than
hot,
Santa.
like a young hot Santa.
Yeah.
To get down and pray. We'll be on our knees in a minute.
Santa with a good ass. Oh, that's mad.
Sweet.
Look at that.
I had to contain it the whole way out.
Yeah. You did well.
I
You
did do well.
I had no idea.
No.
I was like, we'll come here 5 minutes, won't bother him, go for a piss, pick up your bits and then go. But
I was eating
Now we can take
breakfast
this.
and then I lost my appetite. I couldn't even eat it. You had to finish it. I was like, ah.
that's absolutely mad. Well, I better put fuel in it, I suppose.
Yeah, if you chuck it out on the road down, get BM down, we'll get a crane out.
Yeah, cool.
Or the three of us will lift that box out.
Oh no, I got a box of. I didn't bring a box up with me.
Oh, right,
I
okay.
should have. Now thinking
Okay.
about it, now I've just got the box of pads.
Okay.
Not box and pads.
I thought you meant as in the gearbox.
No.
Okay.
No,
All right, we'll sort that out when
I
you're
will
back.
Bring it out when I'm
Yeah.
back, yeah.
It doesn't. That one doesn't turn up till like the 10th or something.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, he's paid your deposit, hasn't he?
So I should be. Yeah. You pay 5 deposit. Yeah. So it should. I should be back 14th and anything
Yeah, it's
anyway.
fine.
So I'll bring it up that weekend.
Yeah, it's fine.
So what did you? So you have to revert? Did you have to reverse?
And basically, we've just flashed a stock gearbox file into it. Because it got halfway through, so it wipes it, then tries to load it, and then when it bricks, there's nothing in it, so it's empty.
Technically, I was doing the right thing. I just didn't have the right equipment. I wasn't big boss enough.
CTEC's like an amp. And it's just not enough. And the thing is as well, because your coolant pump runs with the ignition on, it just would have killed it.
The coolant pump's like that anyway, isn't it? So it draws loads.
Yeah. So yeah, it's okay. The second I had a file, I could push into gearbox. That's it. Yeah. So this morning, straight away. It's all good.
So yeah, I will not touch it.
No. When it run and drove, I was like that, quick. So I took it around the block to and then I was like, shit. I wonder if his tracker will like alert him or anything. Because I run it around the block, make sure it went through all gears, and then come back and text her going, I fixed it. To see whether you'd like.
What time was that? What time did you know from? Breakfast?
Yeah, just as we sat down and ordered breakfast.
So all this time I've just been like...
Yeah, and I've been trying to cheer you up. I'm like, God, it's going to be so good. I was like, you're not excited now, but you are going to be when we get there.
Yeah, I stopped and started it like 5 times going, it's not a fluke, is it? No, it still drives. No, it still drives.
I think we forgot something, dude.
We did. Another prancing pony.
Oh my God, look at that.
And tonight on Miami Vice. That's what's that out of? That's a Jim Carrey line, isn't it? That's Ace Ventura. JV gets a box of croquettes.
Look at that though, come on.
Looks mint, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The best bit is it's got a blower on it. It does blowing.
Look at that.
Well, I don't think it would make that noise. I think it'd more make a
bit of a whine.
Yeah.
I guess it depends what sort of charger it is. Is it like an Eaton?
Yeah, pushy air one, I think.
Roots, I
don't know.
It's not a centrifugal, I know that.
No. This currently runs on like a 1988 Haltech Abacus. So it's in with us to basically do what we did on a 355, which is the 355 is currently touring around Europe at the minute.
Awesome stuff.
So yeah, he's pretty happy with that. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't even, ECUs are under there, but I haven't stripped them out. So.
But look at it.
We're going to put it on MoTeC and redo the loom.
Yep. So it's on, look at these big Harman wheels.
Harman.
It's got a different front bumper as well, I think.
I think so.
Here we go.
So this was basically before the BBI, wasn't it? Like what Scott's building on Testarossa. Is that right? It's the same engine.
Same V12?
Yeah, I think so. So essentially what we're going to do is the same as what we did on the 355. The good thing is on this car is it's essentially unmolested. It's just on a really rubbish ECU.
Okay.
So it runs like a bag. So I think we're going to leave it, we're going to put on wasted spark, put some decent injectors in it, a decent loom, and then a good ECU that we can calibrate properly. Because this is a DOS-based ECU, so you just can write like 3 numbers in it, and that's it.
I do like this.
It should be cool, isn't it?
Yeah. And then once we're going with it, we'll.
Yeah. So this will be here for a week or 2. Steve Hurst from GWI has got to come over and measure the loom up. Matt's then got to take everything out of it, and then it will go into storage.
Yep.
Because it is worth some pennies. But I've said to him, I don't want it sat around like the 355 was. Different customer,
yep.
But I don't want it, we learned from that one. So that can go off. Steve can then build the loom. It can come back. The car will come back. Matt can install everything. And then we can go from there. Because, I want to change the injectors. I don't want to leave it on... I don't think I want to leave it on distributors. Because what happens with high revving engines on distributors, the coil can't charge quick enough. So you end up getting it breaking up. So this is where Hursty's really good at this. He can sit there and he can work out the decay of the coil based on the engine RPM and the amount of cylinders you've got to run. So it's essentially a 6-cylinder engine on 1 coil.
Right.
So I think we're going to run it on wasted spark instead to bring some of that control back.
So do we know what sort of power this is making?
No ideas. No ideas.
Are we going to find out?
We will, but I don't even want to run it at the minute.
Yep.
Or rather, I don't want to run it on a dyno.
Yeah.
I will just, we'll just do the work and then so we'll put a new set of plugs in it, new injectors in it. We'll leave it on leads, but we'll put it on wasted spark coils. So 2 coil packs.
Yep.
A decent, because you can see here, look. Like,
hang on, let's get in there.
Can you get in here? So you can see like all the looms taped up and stuff.
Yep.
So we'll just do it properly.
That's already making your teeth itch, that, and it's in that loom.
Yeah. So it should be all right. Should be all right, lad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool.
If anybody noticed the little bits of tape all over it.
It's because of the detailer, isn't it? But
yeah.
What I think is silly is he's used masking tape.
Right.
And when masking tape gets aged, it's no good.
Yep.
So I have no idea. Not being involved. Yeah.
But that is proper 80s icon.
Cool, isn't it? Yeah.
I thought it was a Koenig to start with.
Yeah, it does look a bit. It's because it's wide up, looks wide-bodied, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely love that.
But that is cool.
Yes. Can't be many of these either.
Oh no, these are rare. Rare. Yeah.
Because they did the 512 after this, didn't they, I think?
No, I thought they did the 512 before this.
Ah, maybe I'm confused.
Matthew!
Right.
512 before this. And so it's a 512, then the Testarossa?
Yeah, 512
Yeah.
Testarossa.
Yeah. The Testarossa, because the Testarossa was the last one with a flat 12, wasn't it? Because Scott Rossa's got a BB, isn't he? That white thing's a BB.
I've not watched this stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know. I've
So
not
a
seen
512, a BB, and a test. So this is
Yeah, there's a few different variations of them. Yeah.
Is there?
Right, okay. So we're all right.
Yeah,
In a sense.
There's a fair few variants of them.
Right, okay.
So.
It'd be fun. It'd be another car we can't get parts for.
Yep, most likely.
We're classic experts now. But this is like this new sort of age of resto mod stuff, where you take, old crap and make it new.
Yeah.
That's a bit harsh.
No.
That's going to keep
You
busy,
take the crap off, like the ECUs. Honestly, I can't wait to see this ECU. It's going to be like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not going to be the best.
So probably worth some money.
Yeah.
Like a early 90s Haltech. But that'll be all right.
Look good platform for you to learn on, eh?
For me to learn. Thanks, mate. May as well do it here. And then motocross bike and Callum's bike sat there. So, right. Questiones. Avant 1. Nice pragmatic diagnosis. If it has been running like this for a while, could there be any issues with the ball being washed? Yes, on older engines, definitely, because they don't have misfire control and they don't have cylinder shutdown.
We're talking Gallardo here.
Gallardo, sorry, yeah. Yeah, so this is the misfiring Gallardo we did. Yes, you're right. So if you don't have misfire control, so the new stuff now, R8s have it, Huracan has it, Gen 2 has it, so all R8s had it, V8s and V10s. Whereas if it picked up a misfire, it would shut the cylinder down. It would just switch the injection and the ignition off. So you might get a soft misfire right at the beginning, and then it cuts it to make it hard misfire, so you've got to be careful there that you don't chase your tail. But definitely on older engines that don't have that, you keep driving it and driving it and driving it, and all it's doing is pumping fuel into cylinder, so you can get ball wash. So like what we did there, where we knew the cylinder was, is obviously we had a camera down it because we looked into it.
Yep.
And then you just spray a couple of pumps of oil into it, turn it over by hand, make sure everything's fine, do a compression test. So yeah, if you've got any worries, older engines, yeah, definitely you can have that issue. The second you go to an LP560 or an R8, the loss or the risk is lowered because you've got misfire control and cylinder shutdown. So yeah. Mike Clark 741, why not use an infrared thermometer on the exhaust manifolds to find the misfiring cylinder? Completely agree, and if it was say something like this, or a naturally aspirated car, we would. The problem you've got with like a Gallardo, a Huracan, McLaren, anything like that, is they are, one, either like the McLarens, like what they call a log manifold. They're not a tubular manifold. Or two, when they are a tubular manifold, they're all combined under one heat shield, so you can't get a gun on it properly. And you can't bloody see them anyway. So yes, I agree, but the packaging of certain cars make it very difficult to do that. But if I had a misfire on, say, a bike, or I had a misfire on, like, I don't know, like Kate's Ateca, yeah, I'd do exactly that. I'd put a thermometer gun on it. It is a good tool, it's just, yeah, sometimes it doesn't work.
Like everything, it's got its limitations.
Yeah. Yeah. Ashley Gollop, 9100. Your videos are not shit. They are great and I enjoy them. If you're fitting twin turbos to an Audi V10 R8 or V10 Lamborghini, do you have to change the engine internals to lower the compression? No. And we played with this in the very, very early days. And by lowering the compression, we lowered one by 1.5 points, I think, to open the knock window up. But you have to run so much more boost to get the cylinder pressure back. So no, the fastest cars, you might find when they're getting up to like the 2000 horsepower sort of and beyond, they're dropping compression. Everyone holds that close to their chest. But like the Israel car, 1700 horsepower and that's stock engine. So it's not, it was the olden days, you would big Cozzies, you'd run them at like 8-to-1, stuff like that. Not anymore, it's kind of gone the other way with DI. Your ability to control knock, yeah, you wouldn't really lower compression because you can't bring the combustion pressure back up, you can't bring cylinder pressure back up. Full throttle 1312. Another great video as usual and informative as always. I see an Audi RS6 C7 on the ramp in a video. My question is, do you work on these cars? If so, I need my RS6 looking at, as Audi are giving me the runaround with whom to get my car looked with. I have engine management light on and would like to know the problem with it as well. I have approved use warranty with Audi, but they don't seem to be interested in looking into my car. Keep up the excellent work. Thanks, Will. Yes, we do look after him, mate. Carl is our resident RS6 specialist. Yeah, I know. So yeah, we do look after them. Look after quite a few C6s, C7s. Try to do less and less of them. I try. That just attracts more.
Yeah, doesn't it?
But I'm really worried if I say I want to do loads of them and then we get loads of them. The only difficulty you've got there is if you've got approved used warranty with Audi is we can't do any repair work. You have to go through Audi for approved used to do that. We can do all the servicing work, but if you want to claim a new warranty, you have to go through Audi. If Audi are not helping, go to Audi customer care, kick and scream. And they'll raise it with Audi and then they'll talk to the dealer. But yeah, we can look at it, just drop us an email and we can have a chat through. Gavin Potter, 1, I'm very tempted to get myself into a Gallardo. What are things to watch? Maybe a video similar to one you did on an R8 whilst you have them in a shop. We have done a Gallardo buyer's guide.
Do you know what? I can't honestly remember.
We've done it, well, we've done an LP one.
Yes.
I don't think we've done a pre-LP one.
I don't think we have. I think we've done a bit warning people to
yeah,
sort the cats.
But what I would say there is, didn't we do a comparison video with JM? I don't think I've done a 5-litre Gallardo video, but I have done a comparison video with JM on his channel, so it might be worth looking at that, where I compare an R8 and a pre-LP on our ramps. It depends what age you're trying to get, mate, because they're two different cars, so it depends what one you're looking at getting. They're getting very cheap to get into, and they're getting very expensive to repair if you get a bad one, same as anything. So just watch what you get it inspected, and if it was a choice between, I don't know, a cheap 5-litre is a bad thing. So because, yeah, some prices are horrific on things, so just be careful. But I'm sure, yeah, maybe we need to do a pre-LP video.
Yeah.
Giles phone. Your videos are great, they're not shit. That was a lot of competence, confidence, and a decent balance of getting paid what you deserve versus treating the client well, so a good reflection on your business. By the way, I would love a Gallardo. If you have a moment next time you do a viewer's questions, what's the best Gallardo full stop? The best for long term when it's just low mileage use, and what's the best Spider? Right, if you're gonna buy a Gallardo to use a lot and use as a daily, maybe not daily, but enjoy it, have very low number of problems, low risk of repair bills, you buy an LP. So an LP 560, which is a 5.2 engine out of the R8. It's Spider or Coupe, both bloody good cars. They're essentially an R8 in a little black dress. If you want the best Gallardo, then it's a Series 1, so a pre-LP Superleggera. Best car they did. It's awful, it's noisy, it's horrible to drive, but when you're on the pipe with it, it's the best one. They're just not dailies. They're just not dailies. We look after some amazing Superleggeras, and they're just the best place to be in. They're like race cars. So there's two different answers there to two different questions. You just need to decide what you want. If you want to buy one, you can put it in a garage, essentially not worry about it, drive it in rain or shine, then it's an LP, because the running gear is better. Drones and more. Love the videos, so ignore the haters. RE the Lambo, it had a whine when you were cruising with the window down. Is this normal? Yes, it is. When you pick the throttle up on and off, you get like an air whine. And it's the throttle bodies, because they're the old Canvas style Delphi bodies on the inlet manifold. So yeah, you do get it. Wouldn't freak out about it. Adam5803, question, what are your thoughts on the Huracan replacement? Will tuners remove the hybrid system to make big power or work around it? I imagine we'll work around it, but until I got my hands on it and seen it, I don't know. It's probably the best of both worlds, to be honest. Electric supercars are stupid. Well, electric cars are stupid. But a hybrid, I don't know. What did they say it weighed? No, we'll have to have a look at that. If anyone knows, drop it in the comments. I'd be very, very interested to know what it weighs. I'd be very, very interested to know how it feels dynamically, because the problem you've got now is with these mid-engine stuff is McLaren's are kicking their ass because they're 500 kilos lighter. And weight wins.
It does.
Noel Barton. Would your diagnostic system show live data misfire count on each cylinder? Yes, it would if the car had it. Pre-LP Gallardos don't have misfire control, but like say an R8 does. So yes, my diagnostics will read misfire counter if it has misfire control. So simple as that.
So there you go.
Yeah, mate. There we go.
So have you got anything you'd like to get off your chest?
Yes, I think so. Little tiny mistakes and how they cost you loads. My example being, did anyone watch the TT Superbike race yesterday? If you didn't, go back. I feel sorry for the bloke that did this, because he will be killed by crazy Irishmen who worship the Dunlop family. So to paint you a picture, Michael Dunlop was winning a Superbike race by 25 seconds, coming for the pits, and because you just burn through tear-offs at the TT, the flies and everything, at the pit stops they changed visors. Now, there is already a discussion about changing visors or changing helmets. If it was me personally, I'd change helmet, because a nice fresh helmet would feel better than keeping a sweaty one on. But anyway, helmets have visor release systems, and actually, Cal, grab my arrow off the stand there, please, mate. If I get a crashed helmet, I can show you. Anyway, comes into pits, you lift the visor up on an arrow, you pop the two side pods off, you flick the helmet on and off, you flick the visor, put the pods back on, flick the visor up and down, and when the visor's done, no, this is the same, yeah? So that's an arrow. So this is one I crashed earlier.
Here's one I crashed earlier.
So you do that, yeah? You turn the helmet round to there, to red dots, lift the visor off, right? So the guy in the pits has done that, right? And because you've got to get it right place. Bloody hell, see how fiddly it is, man. He's popped the visor in. Bloody hell, Rick. He's popped the visor in, and then you've got to get the pod, so that top clip clips in that hole.
Yeah.
But if you, as you see, the visor comes down, yeah, it shrouds the hole. So what's happened is the pod has not gone on and it's sat like this. So it's sat off. So it's clipped in the back, clipped in the front, and it's not clipped. The guy's walked away from the bike, noticed it, and hit it with his hand to knock it back on, right? Michael's gone out of pits. Michael goes out of his visor, pulled his visor down, and his visor's come off of runners. So he's starting to go down Bray Hill, and his visor's doing this.
Oh.
Right? 25 seconds in the lead on the race that would have made him the most successful TT rider ever. He equaled his uncle Joey on Saturday in a Supersport race, and that would have been a 27th. That is the greatest, the most wins ever. There you go, Carrie, you can put that back. Now, there's a lot of things you can pull apart on this, and I'm not ragging on the bloke, but when he noticed it had popped off, he should have rechecked.
Yeah.
And this is, I've picked this up because this is like the stuff we go on with today now. Little mistakes can have massive outcomes, massive, massive outcomes. Now that mistake was tiny, in that a cover wasn't popped on properly, and it cost Michael 60 seconds and a race win, and then what that race win meant.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And it's the same in here. Little mistakes. Leaving a rod bolt loose in an engine. Catastrophic.
Yep.
You know, so this is one where your attention to detail has to be up there. And the other part of that is sniffing out problems before they happen. Now, I think I'm pretty good at that, but I think that's 8 years of running my own business where I can look at something and I can go, that's going to be an issue. This is going to be an issue. You know what I mean? You can see it. And I think problem solving is where you then become good at diagnosis.
Yeah.
But yeah, just an example of how one little mistake can have massive, massive knock on. You know, like leaving sunglasses in your hoodie pocket.
Oh, here we go.
We just drip feed this story out over, yeah. I was gutted for him. There's a video floating around of him stopping at the top of Bray Hill, having to take his helmet off, having to take his gloves off, and having to put his helmet back together to carry on with the race. And then, so that was the start of lap 5. Davey Todd come past him, and he hung on the back of Davey Todd, settle your mind, clear your mind back out, get going. And then the last lap of the race, he set the fastest lap of the race. 135.9 mile an hour.
Wow.
So yeah, it was brutal. It is brutal because honestly, the guy who did it is going to get lynched. Is going to get lynched. The Dunlops are worshipped, and rightly so. They should be. But this goes back to when Robert Dunlop died at the Northwest years back. They told William and Michael they couldn't race because they weren't in any fit state to.
Yeah.
Michael won the race. They pushed the bikes onto the grid and they knew they couldn't take the bikes off the grid because they're in Northern Ireland. All the emotion of what happened, so they just let it go, let the boys win, and Michael won. And that, honestly, not a dry eye now, so you have to go back and watch that. But yeah, it's gutting. But tiny, tiny mistakes, not paying attention, letting your concentration slip, one little bit at the wrong time is huge.
Which is something we have an eye on, don't we, when we're filming sometimes, because you're, trying to do your best to explain what you're doing.
Yeah, I cocked the golf up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to do a video, try to show everyone what's going on, and I've got the timing ever so slightly wrong, and I've cocked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then now we kind of know, I'll do something on a video now, and then we'll stop, and then I'll go back and I'll do it.
We film things differently.
Yeah, you learn. But, yeah.
And I know there's certain points where I'm just going to go, right, Dav, shut up.
Yeah.
Because you're like literally problem solving there.
It is, and the punishment never fits the crime. That's the top and bottom of it.
Yeah.
It never fits the crime. You do one mistake wrong with an engine, cost you an engine. Do one mistake wrong with a visor, cost you a race win. You do, one mistake wrong on track, and you snap your bike in half. It never fits. But yeah, it is what it is.
Okay.
So yeah, don't make mistakes. But you have to make mistakes to learn.
Yeah, you
so
see.
where's the conundrum in that one? Yeah, mistakes cost you everything. But Anyways, is that tea time, Mush?
I think it certainly is.
Sweet. Let's go for tea.
Let's do it.
Anyway, I don't want to be bullied this week, so tell us what your mistakes are. Let's pick on you fuckers for a change. Yeah, like and subscribe and tell us what your smallest mistake is that had the biggest outcome. That'd be an interesting one.
That would be good, and
that could go down in next week's video.
That'd be a good shout.
The smallest mistake you've ever done that's had the biggest outcome or the biggest consequence. Yeah.
There's going to be some rhythm method comments, I think.
Yeah. Hey, whee! I wonder how many people would say that. Yeah. Put it in the comments. That'd be a good one, actually.
Yeah.
We might miss question corner next week and do.
Straight into that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Sweet. Smash buttons, like and subscribe. Do all the normal shit you should do as a YouTube watcher. We do this. You get this content for free. I mean, what more do you want in life?
Exactly.
I know. Right. Hit it. Laters. Boop.